Hey y'all, this is Ronnie Dale Martin Jr. and I gotta tell you, man, this free radio thing is quite awesome. And since I spent all my money on steering wheel covers and Marlboros, I need you guys to donate $1 over at Patreon. That site is patreon.com/Radio Free Radio. If you ain't heard about it, you need to get on over there and give your $1. On RadioFradio.com.
It's Deprogrammed, and you gotta love when the music is up too loud and it blows out your eardrums. My name is Justin Wilson, and I am your host guy. I'm a dude. I'm standing freezing in a garage, and if you'd like to do something about it, patreon.com/Radio Free Radio, and you can help us out immensely. $1 a month. It means the world to us, and it helps us. Our big goal for this year is to get into some sort of studio space. We'd like to get into, an office. Our setup here is really awesome. It's really cool. We like what we've done with the place, but we feel like we can do so much more, and we can do so much more with your help. Again, $1 a month is all it takes. and you'll have our eternal love. If you feel much more generous than that, you can always give a one-time donation to our PayPal. The information for that is at radiofradio.com. And you can always, we got a couple double middle finger shirts left. Those are $20 each. And if you'd like one of those, you can go to radiofradio.com/shop. Man, that's all the boring stuff out of the way, but super important. It's boring. I hate talking about it, but it's super duper important. You need to know that. Today we're talking Not a Surf, and it turns out it's going to be a two-man crew, just me and old Johnny Boy here. Hey, John!
Hello!
Oh my God, it's been forever, dude.
Oh man, it has been, but I am so glad to be hanging out with you again, doing some cool-ass radio stuff.
I feel like the last time I saw you was before the big move.
Yep.
The Daycations had a show. Maybe it was Norfolk Tap. I came out to it, and you go, yeah, so we're like, no, it was at Old Town.
Oh, yeah. I
And
remember that show.
And you guys were I think it was with Out of the Furnace, actually.
Yep.
And
Awesome,
Hissy Fits.
Yep.
And you guys are like, yeah, we're moving to Nashville. And I nearly cried.
Yeah.
I mean, it's we won't get into the whole story of the band and what happened.
Yeah,
but
that's fine. But no, it was an awesome time. I recommend anybody who has any wild hair up their ass to do something cool like that goes and does it, because it was fun as shit. I had the time of my life, really.
You guys were following your dream. And, again, if there was ever a band that was going to do it, it was the Daycations. And, sometimes things just don't work out that way.
Hey, but that's part of the risk. And when you go and get involved with something like that, you have to know that, anything can happen, and you can't be bitter about it if it does, because
I'm glad you moved back, because it means you get to be here for this, and I'm super like I was waiting outside for you to pull up because I was like, I want to give this man a big hug. It's been a long time since I've seen him, and I'm happy that one of the things you said is like Not a Surf is actually a discovery for you as well. Like both of us, it's a half discovery for me. I had two albums, and we'll get really in depth here in a second. I had two albums, but you said you wanted to get involved with what we were doing.
Yeah. So
which makes me super happy.
Right. So since I got back, I've been real busy with get my life together, I guess. School and stuff like that. Got my RN and all that kind of stuff. But the music is a huge part of my life, and if it's not there, it's missing. And so I don't like having things missing. So coming here, as soon as I got to the point where I can start doing stuff again, I knew that right away. As soon as I saw you post this, I was like, Not a Surf. I was an MTV kid when I grew up, so I remember seeing the Popular video on TV, and
it caused some controversy,
right? And I was like, oh my God, Not a Surf, man! I don't know a lot of their stuff, but you know what? I want to get involved, so I'll look it up. I'll find out. I'll go in, and if I got to pretend like I knew all of it, then I will. But luckily, you guys are way cooler than that. So
yeah, and unfortunately, Brand couldn't make it. Like literally, I announced, we're doing Not a Surf finally, because he wanted to do it. And then as soon as I posted the photo and tagged you guys, like I'm all excited. He goes, yeah, so I can't do it now. Sorry, guys. I was like, oh, and it's a bummer, but and it's one of these fringe bands that it just wasn't easy to find somebody that was either willing to take the ride, or somebody who just was already super familiar with them that was willing to just step in. But again, you and I both have pretty open minds. We may have the rules are there are no rules. We'll get into gameplay here in a moment. The rules are there are no rules, but we will be twisting some of those unspoken rules a little bit today. I get the feeling, because as I was playing, I was building a three-man board. I oftentimes play like a safe board that I feel like I'm going to be able to match with either of the other panel members with. So with a two-man, I feel like we can be much more flexible with it. But another exciting thing is you said you wanted to do Silver Sun pickups.
Oh yes.
Yeah. I've had them on my wish list like almost since I started the show. Again, it'll be somewhat similar to Not a Surf, where like I'm super familiar with them. Like I know 2 or 3 of the albums, but I've been dying for that excuse to check out the rest of what they've done.
The rest of their catalog, I guess.
Yeah, and it hasn't led me wrong yet. This show's a lot of fun in that regard, where like if there's a band I want to check out, even a couple weeks ago I did Roxy Music. And that was a complete discovery for me. I one song I knew, and I didn't even know it was them going in. And it's always a fun discussion. It's always fun learning the music. It's always my favorite part is talking to the people who do know the band, and they always have this information that's like, this happened, this is why this song is better, and then it gives me this whole new perspective coming out of it.
You kind of like a respect almost for it. Oh wow, it really makes sense now. This is why this happened. Then you can really respect it a lot more because you see where it's coming from. I definitely see that. And
it's a lot of fun because music is the center of it. Yeah. So again, today we're here for Not a Surf, and okay, so my story with Not a Surf is probably the same as everybody's. Popular, man. Yep. I saw the video. It was a cool video. It's a cool song.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, you know what? I want to say like Super Drag. It's not the defining song or defining sound, but it's
definitely not.
It's close. Popular is closer to Not a Surf sound than Sucked Out is to Super Drags. Yeah.
I'll give it that I found that as Popular being the biggest, probably one of the only songs I knew from Not a Surf that Not a Surf kind of has a kind of zen-ish psychedelic feel to them that I feel like that song had. That is a sound that carries out all the way through all their stuff.
I liked, as I'm listening again, like, so my bookends were I had High Low. I had High Low whenever Popular came out. I got it and I liked it then. And then I revisited it like 5 years after that, and like 5 years after that. Now I listen to High Low a lot. Yeah. Like it's crazy. Like it's right on the head. High Low is right on the head. That's Justin's sound. That's right in my wheelhouse. On a whim, I randomly was looking up Not a Surf in like 2005, and I see, oh my God, they're coming out with a new album, or they had just come out with The Weight Is a Gift. And so I was like, well, let's check it out. And while The Weight Is a Gift is completely different,
right,
from what they did on High Low, it's still good. It's a grown up Not a Surf,
and that's exactly what I was thinking right when you were saying that too. You can tell Not a Surf is really cool because so some bands try to take, I don't know, basic real example, Metallica's new album. Metallica said, we want to get back to the roots. We want to try to sound more like we did in the beginning.
Right.
Cool. Not a Surf, not that band. Not a Surf is a band that you can listen to their discography and you can hear them grow up throughout the album.
Yeah.
You can definitely see this is maturing. Oh, he's calmed down some more at this point. Oh, now he's looking back. He can see more of like where it's totally awesome.
Yeah. And I felt like, again, the progression, proximity effect is just that one step past what High Low is, and obviously it's the next record. Let Go, I feel like, was where they really started growing up, incorporating a little bit more acoustic guitars, getting a little bit more ethereal. I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for, but it does feel more starry, like more open.
Oh, definitely.
And then they grow up a little bit more with, let's see,
I got it all here too, because like I said, I wasn't very familiar with them going into it, so I looked it up. So we have we're
at Let Go.
Okay, so after Let Go, that was 2002, and then The Weight Is a Gift.
Oh,
was
okay,
2005.
yeah. Which again, again, like The Weight Is a Gift is. It seems like Matt starts focusing more on vocals and harmonies and
and kind of content too. I mean, he starts being more like deep with his lyrics for sure. You know,
and after listening to like the albums that follow, like I thought The Weight Is a Gift was as adult as they were gonna get. When I came to this, and while I still like The Weight Is a Gift after in gorging their entire catalog in a week. Right. Like they grew up even more afterwards, like you were just saying. And like, man, like I feel like every record, I don't want to say blows everything else away because every record is still good in its own way.
Right. But it's good in a different way.
Yeah.
It's different, because the one, High Low and Karmic are good in like teenage angst, like
big rock,
high school, big rock way. And then, You Know What You Are, or The Weight Is a Gift even, is more kind of philosophical, and
say that 5 times fast.
And yes, philosophical is kind of more like, hey, this isn't the way, this is the way I want my life to go. This is the way I think about life now, and it's completely different. I think that's really, really awesome.
I was really surprised at how much I liked You Know What You Are. Again, like whenever you come into a band that you've kind of like ignored and their newest or latest effort is rarely ever the one that
Hits you.
it impresses you.
Right. Yeah,
And
definitely.
man, I really liked one of the things. You Know What You Are and the album right before it, both of them 10 songs. Like it seems silly, but when you look at it, they're writing not a surf albums.
Yeah.
They're not trying to draw out, if you write an album and it turns out to be 13, 14 songs, cool.
Right.
But if you're at this point where it's a Not a Surf record is 10 songs, not only is that perfect for me to take in,
yeah.
but that's how I met them. High Low is 10 songs. It's
Yeah.
concise. It's a perfect length.
It's complete.
And it's complete.
Right.
It's not well, we need this song too. We need
Right.
2 more songs to make the album.
Right.
It's no, we're doing 10. And
It gives you the feel that they weren't so concerned with, oh, well, the record label says we have to do these songs and do it like this. It gives you the feel that they're more about writing the music that he wanted to write that, to make his songs. Yeah, it wasn't, oh, we got to do this for this, or we got to do this for this. You could tell it kind of makes you feel like he was doing it for him. And that gives it a way better feeling for me.
I reached out to him in hopes that maybe maybe I'm wrong, but he seems like Matt Cause seems like the kind of guy that if I could have gotten hold of him, he would have done the show.
Well, I was reading before we started, when we were starting all this, I did a little research on the band, of course, so I didn't look like a complete idiot when I came in here. And
Oops, that's me every week.
well, so I looked at it up. He was he worked at a record store in New York for a while after he stopped because that's what he wanted to do. And I saw that they were doing interviews with him, and he was like, yeah, that was the best time of my life. When I was just chilling in New York working in a record store. I guess he lives in England now.
Yeah.
I mean, shit.
Hey, good for him. You know what I mean? Like it's, and to think. I mean, I feel like with The Weight Is a Gift, they had like a resurgence. And here's another thing I noticed with Let Go specifically, and The Weight Is a Gift, like that kind of middle of their catalog. Like I could see those songs in like teen shows, and I feel like at one point they had. Like I feel like Blonde on Blonde probably was.
You can they give kind of an atmosphere to them. They give that kind of like high school teenage feel to them almost.
Which is funny because that's like how they started with Popular.
Right, exactly.
It's crazy how there's that thread, and they don't abandon it, but they morph their sound still.
But it still centers around that.
But it's still Not a Surf.
Right. That to me makes it feel like it's more real.
Yeah.
Like, hey, that's them because whatever they do, it still has that element. So that must be them.
And it's weird because like I'm a huge Smashing Pumpkins fan, and like Billy just morphs their sound like every record.
Yeah.
And to me, the changing of their sound is what makes them the Pumpkins.
Sure. Yeah.
And there is no real common thread.
Maybe just his voice.
Just his voice, like you can tell it's him.
Right.
But it isn't that, and I think that's why a lot of people abandon him because
this wasn't the Smashing Pumpkins I remember. This isn't the album.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You get Melancholy and Infinite Sadness, and it's like this huge success, and then the next album's Adore, and it's like this gothy, and people are like, what the fuck is this? This is garbage.
But that's. Yeah, I mean that's awesome, and don't get me wrong. By saying that it makes it feel more real, that it all has that element. That I don't mean that to say that it doesn't feel real when a band doesn't have that element. It's just that it's so apparent with Not a Surf.
Yeah, and it's really endearing.
Right.
And I think that's a really good way to put Not a Surf. They're a very endearing band.
Yes, definitely.
It gave me the warm fuzzies a lot.
Yeah.
And I felt really good listening to them.
Me too. It made me feel like just driving somewhere and the sun was going down. I mean, It really gave me that feel of just like a very like situational. Like it put me in a situation. Like I felt like I was in a inspirational moment almost because it had that same kind of feel, that same kind of atmosphere to it.
I think it's really cool because I've only done one other episode where it's only people discovering the band. I think it's really cool that we may have different songs on our lists,
right?
But we got the same feeling that
I think, yeah, definitely. I like more of like the harder rocker songs, kind of like maybe some of the early stuff more. But I agree. Like even saying I like these earlier harder rocker songs, and you like these, like some of the later stuff a lot more. To say that we both like these completely different eras of this band, completely different sides of the spectrum, but we still identify with them in the same idea, the same point of view, I think makes that really special kind of for Not a Surf.
And, before we even get any further, I think if you've ever been on the fence about Not a Surf, just do it. Just leap in.
Yeah,
There's,
do it.
I mean, we'll talk about it some more like on the other side. Now, the name of the game is Deprogrammed, and John and I have each compiled a 20-song list, and we are going to bounce songs off of each other. If it's on both of our lists, it's automatically in. We're going to be flexible because there's only two of us, so there's a good chance that we're not going to hit 10. You know what I mean? Because if one of us misses, that technically means it's supposed to be off. So I said outside, I'm going to cheat a little. If he's got something on his list that I even thought twice about, it's in, or it's we can at least come back to it because that means I like it. And to that point, before we actually start playing here, this was hard.
Yes.
I had a really hard time last week with Queens of the Stone Age, but at least with Queens of the Stone Age, I had a starting 10, and I just had to fill out the other 10.
Right.
With Not a Surf, I thought I had a starting 10 because I thought, I'll pull 5 from Wait Is a Gift, I'll pull 5 from High Low, and, that'll be a day. The rest of the 10 will come from whatever else. Like, as I'm listening to everything, I'm like, I don't think I can do that. Like, I still felt like I could have pulled all of High Low, but I knew that I'd be doing that for nostalgia purposes.
Right.
As I'm listening to Karmic, even, I'm like, I can pull all 6 of these tunes.
Right. But
I'm trying to get like a nice photograph of what Not a Surf has done so far over their career.
I felt the same way. As I was listening to High Low, I was like, yes, put on the list, yes. Put this, that one too. And then I thought about it, I was like, well, no, that's not cool because that only is representative of one era of the band. I feel like to best represent the band, it should span over, from newest to latest. I tried to do at least one off of each album, and it was still tough.
Let's see, looking at it, I think I have the most from Proximity Effect, but Let Go, actually I've got the most from Lucky. I've got the most from Lucky. That's crazy. I got 4 songs from Lucky. But Let Go turned out, I think, my favorite, but Let Go felt like a full-on record that I couldn't pull a ton of songs from.
Right.
All right, so I'm going to start here. I don't know where to start. I feel like I should start. I'm going to start with Karmic, the one song I pulled. Again, I easily could have pulled all 6 from Karmic, so it was super difficult. But the one that I felt hit the Not a Surf right in the face was Pressure Free. Ooh. So I pulled Pressure Free.
Off of Karmic, I pulled Everybody Lies. I really like the feel of Everybody Lies.
All right, so we'll put Pressure Free and Everybody Lies over there, and then we'll come back to them because we may need to play a couple tunes.
Yeah, I like Pressure Free too, but it wasn't on my original list. But I think after we play it again,
like I said, we're gonna have, because there's not going to be much. I get the feeling there's not going to be a lot we're going to match on. I mean, there's going to be stuff, but normally with 3 people, you have the chance where it's 2 people have it and 1 person doesn't, and then it just comes back for the discussion.
Right.
We have to, like, this is the average is not in our favor right now.
Right.
So like, I think I'm going to play. I'll go to High Low, and one of the first songs I thought of, and I've always loved this song, and it's just a great tune. The Plan.
Oh, definitely, that's on my list.
Yeah,
right there.
I need a map.
What a driving song too.
Right?
It's a very driving. And the thing I love this about Not a Surf, they do it in a lot of their songs. They have a very driving verse, and it kind of reminds me of the Pixies in a way. Mm-hmm. A very high, I say High Low. The album's named High Low.
High Low.
But a very quiet, loud kind of feel to it, and they really exemplify that, I think, in High Low and on The Plan a lot.
Yes. So The Plan, yes. All right, it's your turn.
So off of High Low, I'll do another one I had on there. Treehouse.
Oh man,
Treehouse is on Karmic and on High Low, but I feel like the High Low recording was
it's much better.
right.
I'm gonna pull that over to the combo for later.
Okay.
I don't have it, but again, I could have pulled anything from High Low, and it would have.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can hit something from Wait as a Gift here. Because here, we talked a little bit about, the sound changing, them growing up a little bit.
Right.
I got Do It Again.
Ooh, yeah, I like Do It Again.
One of my favorite parts is like the call and response. And what is happening here? Just do as I tell you, computer. Do you have Do It Again, or do you just like it and want it for the combo?
I had Do It Again on my original list, yes.
Yes. Come on, let's do it again. And underneath that, you have come on, please, let's do it. Just the call and response between. I'm pretty sure it's just him, but,
Yeah. But
layers
still.
of vocals,
Right.
And like I find myself like it's actually at least those first like 7 songs are a great road trip album.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's see. Do It Again is in, and it doesn't want to listen to me. There you go. You're in. Stay there. Stay put. All right, John. Your turn, good sir.
All right, let me see if I can hit something. Victory's Yours off of You
Oh
Know
my
Who You
God. Oh, I don't have it, but do you know
it's
how?
such a great song.
Here's what I'm going to do. Like I said, we're going to be really flexible here. We're going to put that one into the combo. Unless we hit on something that's just like, nah, man. Which I don't know. I don't know that that's going to happen. If I have something that you like was close for you or vice versa, I think we're just going to have to put it through. We got 2 through right now.
Right. So on our main list, what do we have?
We've got The Plan and Do It Again are in. They're in.
All right.
Right now in the conversation, Everybody Lies, Pressure Free, Treehouse, and Victory Is Yours. And I listened to this one again today to make sure. And yeah, it's got that Not a Surf sound. It's got nice punch to it. I went with Clear Eye, Clouded Mind.
Clear Eye, Clouded Mind.
Yep.
Which album is that on?
It's off of The Stars Are Indifferent to Astronomy.
Ooh, we're gonna have to listen to that one because I don't remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get the Spotify up here because I thought it was open, but of course it's not. Because why would it be? All right. Let's put that one in for later so we can keep the ball rolling here.
Yeah. Yes.
And there we go. All right, John, your turn.
All right. How about let's see. We talked about this one a little bit outside. La Porca.
I don't have that.
What?
You know what? I need to listen to that one. So I've got the Spotify up here. Let's while we're talking about it,
Yeah.
let's give that a little.
Give that a little listeroo.
Come on, Not a Surf. Where yet? There he is. And that one was. Where did we decide that was?
Oh, it's on.
Let's see. Is it Let Go? Yeah.
Yeah.
See, Let Go was so difficult for me. All right, so here what I'm going to do. At the 15, I'm going to leave it in our cans and take it off air.
Okay.
So it's very chill.
Yes. So this is probably one of the most chill song that I have on my list.
Yeah.
It's very it kind of again atmospheric. It puts you in a state, it puts you in like a very calming.
I knew I should have went with my gut here. I should have brought in some more atmospheric songs. I am going to put this in the convo.
In the conversation box.
Yeah, because I feel like it belongs there at least.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it needs to be caught. Let's see.
I actually looked up the translation for the lyrics too when I was listening to it.
Right.
And it was now of course this escapes my mind, but they were really cool. They were very kind of deep.
Well, I guess a song in French just kind of comes out of left field.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Clear Eye Clouded Mind. It's got that other thing for it. I knew it was a track one. I am John. You don't know this about me. I'm very much an opening track guy. It's something about hitting the track one right, and if you do it right. So let's give a little couple seconds of this to the air.
All right. This is Clear Eye Clouded Mind.
Yeah.
Which album again?
This is The Stars Are Indifferent to Strumming. I have to take the rest off air.
Yeah, go ahead.
But it's
got that.
It's indicative Nada Surf.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And this sounds like a Nada Surf song.
Yeah.
And it's a very high energy. It's again a track one, so it's setting the tone for the record perfectly. I love Ka's voice, like because he's got a pretty voice.
He does.
But he also there's something lazy about it at the same time.
Yeah, and it evolves. It evolves that laziness, and it's not like not an apathetic laziness.
Right.
It's a very pronounced laziness. like it's very meaningful laziness, if that makes any sense.
He doesn't mind being mellow,
right,
but still precise.
Right, exactly. That reminds me of another song. Where was it?
Dun, 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 dun.
Did you have Zen Brain on yours?
Oh my God! All right, Zen Brain's going through. I'm putting that one through because I thought Zen Brain. Dun, 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 dun,
it is just
yeah. Again, I could have put just about everything from Hilo in.
Yeah. See, I tried to stick away, but my original list being not present. I remember most of the ones I remember right off the top of the head are from Hilo. All right, I'm gonna throw one more. I know it's your turn.
Okay, go ahead.
But Animal, off of You Know Who You Are.
Let me come back up. Oh no, I don't have that. I don't have that. Let me.
All right, throw one of yours out.
Let me bounce the title track off of you. You Know Who You Are.
You Know Who You Are. Play it real quick. I'm trying to remember if it's on my other list.
Let's see, where does it fall on the record? There it is, right after Animal.
Oh yes, I remember that opening. Yeah, I love that opening riff.
It's got that killer riff. And then it comes into that
same Nada Surf. I say same, but that indicative Nada Surf.
Yeah, the newer, like with the chill acoustic, and but it's still got the energy.
It's like 90s TV show sound almost.
Yes, exactly. Yes. And I want to get it to the I'm off air with it, but I want to get it to the hook because I feel like the hook is what drew me in. Well, no, the riff is what drew me in. Let's not. Yeah. If I can just get it, if I can talk long enough. Here it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. It's just that same riff again, but it's, I love how he just smooths his voice over the hook. So the hook is this really, really punchy. I know it's not on the air right now, right?
Right.
So if you haven't heard it, the hook is this really punchy, like like power chord-esque, like huge part. But his voice is just lazy. You know who you are.
Yeah.
Just so smooth over top of it. It really, it's not a surf. I mean, yeah, I definitely, that's on my list. Put it over.
Right, let's put it over there. All right.
And plus, it's the title track. I mean,
yeah. So we're doing good. We got 4 in here. Now's the point in the conversation, since we've got 4 over. Don't be afraid to be a dick.
Oh, no. I'm not. I'm really, like, I was thinking to myself, like, don't be agreeable to it.
Yeah.
The goal isn't to get songs on there to get them done. The goal is to get songs on there that deserve to be on there.
And plus, we got plenty of time. So, we've got 4 in. I don't mind. I am wrong and the asshole in this conversation a lot. So hey. It's no big deal.
All right. Well, let's, what else we got here?
Oh, of course I'm sick.
Oh, this is cold weather after this 80-degree stuff.
Jesus. Stop doing this to me, man.
What we got? How about, let me look at Let Go. Let me see what else I had on Let Go. Oh, yeah, hell yeah. Happy Kid.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I don't have it, but like I want that in the conversation because I definitely looked at that a lot. Let Go was so hard.
It really was.
Because it's good.
It was really good, and it's easy. Okay, I'm trying to think of a way to phrase this without it sounding bad. All the songs are so good that it's hard to pick one out because they're all so good in such a similar way.
Yeah,
but they're not all the same.
Right.
It's not all. The level is so high that it's hard to have one stand out of it without just saying, "Oh, Let Go, the album, Let Go." It's done.
like
Kind of like Hello for me too.
Like last week with Queens of the Stone Age, we were going over like Lullabies to Paralyze, and while Let Go isn't a concept like Lullabies,
Right.
I feel like Lullabies as a whole, you can't really pull too much out of it without breaking the album apart.
Right.
I feel the same way about
love
Let
that
Go.
album.
If you start pulling stuff out of Let Go, it doesn't work the same way. I just feel like Let Go, you should listen to. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah, definitely listen to Let Go.
No matter what we come out with here for our 10, listen to Let Go. It's really good. I assume we'll have something from Let Go on the list. All right. Let me see how you feel about this one. This one is a very directed message, and it I don't want to say it took me for a surprise, but they don't usually have a lot of there's a lot of deep lyrics, but rarely a message song. Mother's Day from the Proximity Effect.
Oh yes, definitely. Yeah, that was on my original list.
I really dug that.
Yeah, me too.
Come on, come with me here. Work with me here, computer.
Let me put that over on my yes side. Yeah, no, Mother's Day is very, very direct, and it speaks very much.
What is happening here?
What we got?
I've got a click and drag system here that should be super easy, and it's giving me all sorts of
These 90s computer skills. They're killing us tonight.
Look.
Use the home row.
I'm doing
Use
this.
home row and Control V.
Move. Not a surf. There we go. Move. Golly. In Blizzard 77, you're not there yet. You need to back yourself up.
Whoa.
Back to where you belong.
Trying to get cocky.
Oh man, I know we had one other one. Let's see. The Plan, Zen Brain, Do It Again. And what was the other one?
You Know Who You Are?
Yeah, You Know Who You Are. Where the hell did it go?
And Mother's Day. We had 5, I thought. Now.
Yeah.
What's the 5th one?
You Know Who You Are. It's The Plan, Zen Brain, Do It Again.
Oh, Zen Brain. Okay. I wasn't sure if we had that one in.
Yeah. Again, like anything that we...
Yeah.
Like I was even halfway thinking about, basically. Where did it go? Somehow it made its way back over there. I'm going to move it over. Oh, Justin, this makes for compelling radio.
Listen as Justin struggles with click and drag.
Because he's the worst. All right, so we got 6 through. Just to run it down, we've got The Plan, Zen Brain, Do It Again, Mother's Day, You Know Who You Are. Man, that's already solid. That is already solid. Although I do feel... okay. It is your turn, because I put out Mother's Day, right?
Did I already say I Like What You Say?
I Like What You Say. You did not? And I don't have it.
Ooh.
I don't have it. I feel like you and I are both gonna have to go on some no spree here, because even as much as I love my list from here out, we've already got a good heavy convo, and we've already got 6 through.
We have 6 through.
Yeah. Yep. The Plan, Zen Brain, Do It Again, Mother's Day, You Know Who You Are. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's 5.
Yeah.
I know I swear I can count.
It's the cold. It's really the cold. It's paralyzing.
It's a lot of things right now. It's have I played anything? I did play something from Lucky earlier, didn't I? Let's go with The Film Did Not Go Round.
Can you play that one for me?
Sure. Do.
So if you're wondering why we suck so much and I need all these songs played. I'm an idiot and left my notebook with my list I made at home.
So he's
So I have my list from what I can recall, but I promise I'm not cheating, and
even if you were, what does it matter?
I'm not cheating very much.
This is one of the ones I went atmospheric. I feel like I should have done it more now that we've conversed. All right, I got to take that off. Again,
okay. I remember listening to this song, but it did not make my list.
Alrighty.
But it is a cool song.
Yeah. It can be said about all of them, I feel like, John.
Yeah, that one's okay, I guess. Song sucks.
You're up, man.
Oh, shit. We said Stalemate already. You know what? I'm just going to go straight in. Popular I put on my list because it's the song that made Not a Surf for me. It's the song that, if I wouldn't know who they were without that song and that damn video.
I totally get it. I didn't pull it in with me. I totally get it. Like that song has to be brought up.
Right.
Like we can't have this conversation without that song.
We would just be ignoring it. And
Yeah.
that's just mean.
It's not fair. It's different. If it was a complete, if it was completely different from their sound, maybe I would have kept it.
Right.
But like I feel like we can find what Popular does elsewhere.
Right.
In their catalog. But
I have to admit it was very tempting not to put it on the list just because, it's their popular song. You don't need to put that on the list. But then I thought about it and I was like, you know what we're doing is we're putting together a list of songs that make Not a Surf. The songs that you feel are necessary to understand. That sounds way deep. Like it's way too deep to really understand, really feel Not a Surf. That's not what I'm going for. But
I mean, it's a starter kit. And,
yeah.
And at this point, people may not have. There's probably people who haven't heard Popular, or at least know that it's Not a Surf.
We're kind of old. I mean, I feel like younger people now.
No, it's fair that it's in the discussion.
Right.
I have no, and if Bran was here and he had it too, I also have I would have had no problem putting it through.
List, right.
But since it's just you and I,
see what you're doing, Bran.
I'm putting a kibosh on it. Nah, man, it's a great tune. I still dig listening to it. I like that. I like the simplicity of it. It's straightforward with with its message. But to me, I feel like we can get that same feeling elsewhere in their catalog.
I agree with that. I'll give you that. All right. So what you got?
Here's one that took me a couple. Maybe I won't play that. I'm looking at. We already got something through on that record.
Which record?
Proximity.
Oh,
Proximity. Yeah. Now I really dug this song, so I'll come back and play it later. But I'm trying to hit a little something from everything. It appears this is the only other thing I have off of Let Go. I've got Treading Water, and now I'm having trouble remembering what Treading Water sounded like.
Let's play that jam.
Yeah. Any excuse, right? There it is. Oh, right after Le Pourquoi. Oh, that's why.
Yeah, I love that. That 90s guitar sound, man. I love that 90s guitar sound.
I'm a sucker, dude.
Yeah.
Every time I am a sucker. It's got a little bit of jangly to it.
Yeah, that like glassy Marshall sound.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh.
Let's see where it goes, because oftentimes that I don't feel an explosion coming, but there's something coming.
Yeah, you can feel it building.
Yep.
It's building.
Where are they going?
Oh, and
pulling
this
it back.
Classic. Yep. Oh, I love that vocal pattern.
Yeah.
Oh, no, this was on my original list. It was. I remember this. Yep. Treading Water.
Good gracious.
That's a driving song.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Let's move that one to you, the main list. Man, we are rocking it.
Yeah, we're going to have to get real picky real soon.
Yeah, let me see what we got here. The Plan, Zen Brain, Do It Again, Mother's Day, You Know Who You Are, Treading Water. So that's 6? 6.
That's 6.
So there's only 4 spots left.
So they got to be good.
Yeah, they got to be really good.
Yep. Let's see. What do I got? I'm going to kick it back to Psychic Caramel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got Psychic Caramel.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I feel bad that we're now putting 3 through. I may have to move Zen Brain off, or at least back to the conversation.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because we've matched 2 on high-low.
Mm.
And I want to make sure that there's room.
Right, we got to spread it across here.
So here, Zen Brain's still in the conversation, but I'm taking it off the list, so that leaves us at 6, just to be fair.
Yeah. So, Zen Brain, let me put a little.
We're doing good here. We are doing really good, and we've got a little bit of everything already.
Oh damn! There's another high-low song that
I've got another one in mind too.
I think we already talked about this one actually.
You want to just throw it out there while we're there?
Yeah, why not? Sleep.
Oh my God!
Did we already talk about that?
No, I don't have it. But again, I could have put anything. I could have put anything from high-low on.
Right.
I went with Psychic Caramel, the plan, and the other one I have. Sleep was one of the last ones I cut. I want you to kiss me. I want you to kiss. Oh,
I want you. Yep.
Oh my God.
That was I wanted my car on the way here actually.
Oh God, it's so powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Little punch in the gut.
It just makes that's what I love about that loud, quiet, loud style is that it makes those quiet parts that much more, intense because I want you to kiss me. I want you to kiss me. Yeah, God, it's so like.
It's damn good.
It's like 20 degrees outside. I would still be driving around with the windows down, rocking it.
Yes, you fuckers are hearing this. All right.
Let's see.
I'm gonna throw this one out here because it's the only other song I think I Yep, the only other song I have from The Stars Are Indifferent to Astronomy. And again, I'm hitting a blank with it. But The Future.
The Future. Can you play a little clip from that bad boy there? That bad boy.
Scroll on up. Scrolling on up. Ooh. I'm looking at all these songs and it's like, man, this one was hard to cut, and this one was hard to cut, and this one was hard to cut. Okay. This one's standard fare, not a surf.
Yeah.
Take it off air. But, it's... I don't feel as strong about it here, and it's good.
Right.
It clearly belongs in
the discussion, for sure.
But like I'm listening to it and it's like,
yeah, I like it, but it doesn't do anything to stand out for me.
Yeah, it's standard. It's right. Very standard fare, and maybe that's what I was looking at.
And again, I feel like it needs to be said again. Like we say, it's standard, it's classic, not a surf. That is not by any means a downer on it. It's awesome, but I feel like we're looking for the things that really stand out to say what they're all about.
Yeah. I feel like, I feel like I made a mistake. I could have picked anything else from that record, and I probably would have. What are you going to do sometimes?
What are you going to do?
What you going to do, man? All right. What you got, man?
All right. Let me see.
Well, Ziz Nasty, if you're still there, this is Deprogrammed. We're a show that is... We take a band and we try to make a starter kit for the band. This week's band is Not a Surf. So we are talking Not a Surf, and we are trying to come up with a top 10 list for Not a Surf.
What do we have off of The Weight Is a Gift?
Do It Again so far is through. Oops. And I think that's the only song we've played off of it.
Imaginary Friends is standing out to me.
I don't have it, but you want to listen to it?
Yeah, just for a couple seconds.
Calling I can't sing right now. I can't sing anyway, but doesn't help my.
That's that awesome guitar tone.
Yep.
That's a classic 90s. Yeah. Stop it. So what else we got? That's.
Now let me bounce one off of you while we're there.
Yeah.
As a gift. I went with Concrete Bed, which I believe is track 2. Yep. Let me give you a little bit. No, it's track 1. Track 1.
Opening track.
This let me know again when I bought it. This is a very different Not a Surf that I've got here.
Yeah. Very again, growing, if you will.
The world's locked up in your head. You've been for
Concrete bed.
What year did this album come out? This is
I think it's 05.
Yeah, this is. I feel like you could hear this today on some of the new indie rock albums, and it wouldn't sound out of place.
Yeah.
You know?
Here's what to find someone you. God, I can't sing.
I love that chorus.
You gotta be someone you love.
Yeah. I think this might have been on my original list, but I don't want to zoom through this too quick. Let's put this in the discussion.
Yeah, let's have it over there. All right. Clicking and dragging. It's not working for me today.
Probably your fingers are frozen.
It's probably that in the combo. There you go. You can go right there.
Which, by the way, remind me before I leave, man. I'm gonna sign up for this dollar thing because
word.
I'm trying to make sure that next time we do this, we got some heat. Plus, I really support it with the heat, really.
Let's see. It is your turn, good sir.
Let's see. What else can I do here?
I still have a good number of songs left too. 1, 2, 5, 8. I've got 8 left.
And we got okay. C Knows When is off Karmic. I'm sure that's not on your list, but I gotta throw it out there.
I don't have it. No, and I have to turn it down just because at this point.
Yeah.
Well, again, I Karmic, High-Low could have easily both
made
of
it
those.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it's. I hate to keep throwing them out there, but they were the ones that I remember for stand out.
Yeah.
But then again, we knew this was kind of going to happen too when we were talking about it before.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me go back to Proximity. I'll play this. I remember this one really, really sticking out. And we'll see if it did the same for you. Come on.
What song is this?
This is
oh crap! There
Disposition.
was one. That was that was on my list original.
Oh really?
Yeah, play it anyways though, just because it's so freaking awesome. Just for the 15 seconds.
Here we go.
This was the song on this album that stood out the most to me. I mean, let's listen to that classic like punk rock almost sound to it,
And then boom.
right?
Oh.
And what a cool rhythm! Yeah, boom, boom, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum.
Oh. God, that screams Not a Surf to me though.
Yeah,
Because-
listen to the lyrics. The
Yeah.
vocals are just solid. That's not a surf.
And
That-
it you can tell it's proximity effect because it still has enough of high-low to it.
right.
It hasn't fully grown to like let go and,
Right.
and afterwards.
I still got that high energy from High-Low, but the vocals are kind of that laziness is starting to develop in it. The kind of mature laziness, if you will.
God, that's good.
That was on my original list. So even though that makes it 7 already, that's going to mean these last 3 are going to be real tough.
Yep. Let's do this. How many do you have? I'll black because your list you're not sure of really. Like
Right.
you have stuff, but you're
Right. I have the stuff, and when I look at the songs, I can remember if they were on my original list because I remember writing them down.
Right.
But really, it's hearing them is what I'm like, oh yeah, oh no. But I know Disposition for one because I remember looking at it and then saying, how does this whole Disposition? So
I will bounce the rest of my list off of you. And
Okay.
just in rapid succession, so we can get to the conversation.
yeah.
Feel free to just strike them down.
Okay.
New Bird.
That's one I'd have to hear because that one rings a bell for me, but I'm not sure. I hate. So you want to come back to that one in a second, or you just
Yeah.
want to play it? Okay.
Blankest Year.
No.
Deeper Well.
No.
The Fox.
Ooh. I believe that one was on my conversation for my other list. I had the list of the songs I had, and then I had a bunch of songs I was going to go through. And
What are you doing?
not me, I'm not doing anything.
Oh! No wonder I'm having issues.
I don't poop right here. Oh. Right there on the table.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'll get some coffee.
This is New Bird. I don't feel as good about it right now. It has that, I hate to say older Not a Surf sound to it, but it's often You Know Who You Are, and I feel like
Right.
You Know Who You Are is stronger. I don't.
Okay, I remember listening to it, but I remember it didn't make my list.
And then let's see, Who's Authority?
Let's talk about that one.
All right.
I like that one.
Are You Lightning?
I don't remember that one at all.
Amateur?
Get a little clip of that guy. A little clipperoo.
Who's Lightning Through? Or Who's Authority? Who's Authority, or was it? Or Are You Lightning? I'm putting combo.
The lightning one. Are you lightning?
This back, and then a clip of Amateur.
Mm-hmm.
Amateur. Doo 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 doo.
I feel like Amateur was on my talk about list too.
There it is. Proximity. Proximity was so good.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Nice and grimy sounding.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's see where it's going. Because it has to go somewhere. Because just on that, even though I had that same ooh that you did,
It dropped.
it has to go. It has to go somewhere. Because I wouldn't have picked it just off of that.
Right. That's a cool little vocal part.
Yeah. It's got to go somewhere. Because we're 30 seconds in. There's no way.
I feel like it could go up right here. It can't. Okay. Not what I was expecting.
No. It's got it. I wonder if I was going atmospheric here.
It could still go up though.
Yeah.
This would be where it's due.
There it is. it's that.
Oh, I love that. It's that 90s indie feel right there. It really is. It's like.
It's got that nice little punch in the dick.
Yep. I love getting punched in the dick. So that's. I have dreams about it.
All right, let's see. So these ones were all out. New Bird was Conversation, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then those ones were out. Amateur. Come on. Move. In the convo.
And I feel like, let's see. We got a decent amount off of You Know Who You Are, right?
Yeah.
And we have a decent amount off of, do we have a decent amount off The Stars Are Indifferent to Astronomy?
Let's see. Well, the only one that made it into the convo, because I only picked 2 songs from it, was Clear Eye, Clouded Mind.
Okay.
So that's the only one still left. I feel, well, you know what? Nothing else from that record got through it. Well, I feel like at this point we have to eliminate Treehouse and Zen Brain just on principle.
Okay.
So we're at 7 songs and two of them are from High Low.
Okay. I mean, let's leave Treehouse in the conversation, you know?
Okay.
That's such a good song.
It is.
Such a good song. They recorded it twice, you know?
Let's drop this one out.
What was the other one we dropped?
Zen Brain. Although I feel bad about it. I feel bad about dropping all of them, John.
Yeah.
Let's
Let's be honest.
let's be real honest here.
What else we got? We got...
All right, so if we break it up into album, Karmic, we have Everybody Lies and Pressure Free from Karmic. Do you feel stronger about either?
I really like Everybody Lies.
Let me get a little bit. Let me play a little bit of that.
Well,
God, it's lovely.
his voice in this one is just it's really,
You know
really
where it's
good.
gonna go too.
Yeah.
Everybody lies.
I like it because
We're splitting hairs. You know what I mean?
yeah, the chorus on this one is really, really good, and you know, it's cool when songs have like a nice positive, but this one doesn't. You know what I mean? It's just straightforward. It is what it is. And it's
Everybody
just saying
lies.
Exactly what it is.
Let's not fool around here.
Right.
We know what it is. Let's see if we can talk our way to the hook.
Yeah. So
Nice and jangly.
right, nice and jangly, and it doesn't no up or down, just nice and kind of smooth through it. To be too Dr. House about it, but
Yeah.
it's straightforward. Like I said, it's not even saying like, oh, it's really awful that everybody lies. It's just
It's all right. Everybody does.
and I love the pause, the stops in it. If we can get there to it,
Yeah.
man.
I don't. I want to play a couple seconds off Pressure Free just for
Yeah. No, I'm down
to
for
keep
that.
it tidy. But to be honest, like either one.
Yeah.
I think we're splitting hairs. I think either one is fine.
All right. Let's if you want to play some Pressure Free, let's do that
get
real
a
quick. Oh, I do love that guitar part.
I think that's why I picked it, because you got a little of both.
All right. This is good. This is good.
Definitely, you can definitely tell it's first album.
Yeah.
Like it's tight, like sound wise, like,
Mhm.
but like it's not produced,
Right.
which isn't a problem. Just
Yeah.
it was energy.
Oh, yeah.
I went with energy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, how to choose between these two?
I don't know. Well, hold on. Let's look at what we got, because I feel like either one of those were fine. But let's because on energy we've got Psychic Caramel, The Plan, very high energy. You know who you are, pretty high energy. Dispossession, definitely high energy.
So maybe we
maybe
should
we
stick
go the
with
other-
Everybody Lies
go the
because
other
it's
way.
not so high energy.
Yeah,
it
go the
kinda
other way with it.
speaks to the other side of.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's do that. We'll go the other
Okay.
way. All right, so that's 8.
So we're putting that on the main list.
Yeah, let's
All
put
right.
it through. All right.
Okay, so we're still talking about. So main list. Let's just go through it real quick. Do It Again.
Mm-hmm.
The Plan.
Mm-hmm.
You Know Who You Are.
Mm-hmm.
Mother's Day.
Yep.
Treading Water.
Yep.
Psychic Caramel.
Mm-hmm.
Disposition.
Yes.
Or Dispossession. Everybody Lies.
Yep.
All right. And we're talking about Immature.
Yes.
Are You Listening?
Mm-hmm.
New Bird.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like if we're going to have those other ones in Treehouse, it's just got to go.
Yeah.
Everybody Lies is in, and Pressure Free is out.
Yep.
All right. What else do we? We'll play a little bit of New Bird. We didn't play that one yet, have we?
Yeah,
Oh, we did?
I played a little bit. Like I feel like here. Let's give another couple seconds of it.
Okay.
I feel like I think my thought as I was listening to it was that You Know Who You Are is the stronger of the two, and that one already got through.
Oh, okay. Let's just move on then. What about what other ones were we going to listen to? We were going to listen to Concrete Bed.
Yes. Ooh, wait. Yes.
Yeah, let's listen to that.
You've been pouring in. It's track 1 off of The Weight Is a Gift. All right, so we gave a little bit of this to the air already, so we'll
Right.
just put it to our ears.
Okay.
I think we need to. Let's see. Oh man.
Oh.
Now, I feel like Concrete Bed is atmospheric.
It is. It is.
Now, what do we have already that has that atmosphere?
We don't have. Let's see.
Because we already have Do It Again
Yeah, I really like that
from
chorus,
this record. Yeah. Don't you though?
Oh.
And again, it's a great driving record. Like it's
Yeah.
it's
All right.
okay. So what else do we have that's atmospheric on the list? I think we can go ahead and lose New Bird. I mean, unless you're.
No, yeah, I'm good with that.
We need some victories. Yours.
Yeah. Okay. Let's take a gander.
Because I definitely.
Now it's not as good now.
Well, it's crazy because it's like it's yummy. It's
Yeah.
delicious in that not a surf way.
Right.
But
okay, got a little change happening.
yeah. But I feel like are we already representing this anywhere? No, not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
How did that get there? That doesn't belong there.
What's that?
High Speed Soul. Pressure Freeze out.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm not feeling Victory's Yours anymore.
Yeah, I mean, if there's
It's not
ever a
bad.
time, no, it's a great tune.
Yeah.
But if there's ever a time to like fall on the sword, it's now.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see. especially it had the misfortune of we played it back to back against Concrete Bed.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Concrete Bed definitely wins out that game.
Let's listen to Are You Lightning?
Yeah. And we still need to hear Clear Eye, Clouded Mind too, right?
Yeah. Now I like this because it's like different. And
Yeah.
again, this is atmospheric.
Right, a little Western feel to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Slide.
Let's see where it goes.
This reminds me of old
Take it.
Nashville.
take it off the air.
It's very atmospheric.
Yeah.
You could tell this is got that later feel.
Yeah, they're just willing to take these chances, and it's as a music fan, I that sounds ridiculous, but as
As somebody who has listened to music once or twice in my life, I feel like I respect that.
I like a band that will take a chance without.
Right.
Well, and I hate because they're very different bands, but I hate comparing it to Queens of the Stone Age. Queens of the Stone Age did that. They have that where they take these chances on these records, but they still have that core Queens of the Stone Age sound.
Yeah, and I agree with you 100%. You never, when you hear a Queens of the Stone Age song, you know exactly it is Queens of the Stone Age. But at the same time, they're willing. They're willing to take the chance to play that because it's like they're doing it for them, and they're not doing it just to sell some records. And I get that same feel with.
Yeah.
Sir.
I don't feel good about eliminating Are You Lightning. Let's okay, so we got 3 others. Where are we at? Okay.
We got 2 spots, right?
I think so. Let's make sure.
Are You Lightning? And we have Concrete Bed made it to my finals here on our list compared to what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Are You Lightning?
Mm-hmm.
And what else are we looking for?
We've got Clear Eye, Clouded Mind left, Happy Kid, and La Pourquoi. So let's give a little bit of love to Happy Kid because I don't think we've played that yet.
No, we have not.
Give a couple minutes to that, or seconds, whatever. Well, there he is.
Yeah. This has got that kind of. It's kind of more energy.
Yeah.
But I feel like it still has that atmospheric vibe to it.
I'm just a happy kid.
I think it's got that same vibe that Concrete Bed is putting out.
Yeah.
I
I like that vocal pattern maybe a little
Yeah.
more at the end of it. Yeah.
So let's keep it there for a second,
Yeah.
because I think if anything, that's going up one-on-one with Concrete Bed, if nothing else.
I agree with that.
All
All right. I'm going to be real hard pressed to get rid of La Pourquoi.
right, let's do it.
I feel like it's just it's different. It's got a different feel to it, and we don't have anything that kind of has this vibe.
Right. I'm not against it at all. And because again, it's different.
Yeah.
I feel like vibe-wise, it's right up against Are You Lightning. They're the 2 that are closer together, and then Happy Kid or Concrete. I think we need a. Here's what I'm saying.
So you're saying we have a Final Four situation happening right now?
Well, because I don't know. Let's listen to Clear Eye.
Yeah, that's the one we're missing here.
Now, I love it. Obviously, I chose it, and it's a great track 1. But does it stand up to what we're doing here?
Ooh, high energy. Here.
Super high energy track 1. Do we already have that? Psychic Caramel, Plan, You Know Who You Are,
Right.
Dispossession. I don't know. I feel like we've got this sound pretty well represented,
I
even
feel
though
like
this
that.
is a great tune.
Yeah, I feel like that. So unless you wanted that to replace one of the ones we already have, which I can't say that there's one that I like less than that, if that makes sense. But it's a good song. I don't know if it has the clout to knock one of the ones we have off the list.
The only case I could make, and this is just because there's 2 of them, would be either the Plan or Psychic Caramel.
Okay.
But that's semantics, because that I'm looking at it as how many do we have from
Off
the record?
album. Right. So you're okay. We haven't heard any of Psychic Caramel.
Yeah, we haven't. We haven't. And we should.
We should.
And we shall. I will scroll to it. I will
As
get there.
we scroll.
Scroll and stare.
Oh, okay.
So hard to go against.
Yeah. This is a different vibe, though, too.
Yeah. I love
something.
I love that they do this like one time through, and then they pick it up a little, go through it again, and then they pick it up.
Here.
Oh,
Yep.
because you think, oh well, okay, we're gonna have
Nice
just
chill
like, this is
song.
a be a nice chill.
Yeah.
Nah, man,
You gotta just.
you got to ride it out.
This is a.
We got to take it off air, but
Yeah.
hopefully,
I feel like we need this song because it has that slow and that high. This is a representative of their ability to change. You know what I mean? In the song, like not like change as a band, but change. Their songs are. You know what I mean? Like their songs are able to kind of progress.
hold on, we gotta do this one again because the way it opens. Now, this is that high energy.
Yep. I love a bass line. I love a good song starting out with a bass line. Oh! This one's got to be there.
Yeah, I don't think we can knock that one out. I love Clear Eye Clouded Mind. The only reason I'm so strong for it is because we don't have the album represented, and that's the wrong reason to keep it around.
Yeah.
So let's take that one out. So we have a Final Four situation here.
We got ourselves a Final Four situation.
So I feel like it's square. We take one of each of these. So it's Are You Lightning or La Pourquoi or Concrete Bed or Happy Kid. And I mean, like, all right, so let's look at, because we already got one from Wait as a Gift. I'm trying to find reasons for
one over the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, right now we need them. Let's be real.
Yep.
So,
although I will say that if it's La Pourquoi, then it should be Concrete Bed, because if it's La Pourquoi, then we've got 3 pulling through for Let Go. Although Let Go was my favorite record. So,
I mean, a better record. I hate to say it like that, but a better record for our purposes is a better record, though. It's no reason to not have a song on there.
Yeah.
But that being said, I feel like Happy Kid maybe more represented by some of the other stuff we have than Concrete Bed.
Yeah.
So I'm going. Okay, my vote.
Okay.
My place in the game is La Pourquoi is going to come in with a last minute finish over Are You Lightning,
Mm-hmm.
but then Concrete Bed is going to take Happy Kid.
I think I agree with you, because something about French, it's so different.
And I'm not one of those people who like, oh, he's singing in a foreign language. It's really cool, but. That being said, I mean, it is. Like, Michelle by the Beatles, awesome fucking song. Loved it first time I heard it. This is French as well, and it's pretty awesome too. That's not to relate the two because they're not really that all the same besides that one fact, but it's just got that smooth, romantic feel to it that I feel like we don't have represented on our list anywhere else.
Yeah. So I'll run it down, and I think we've got the same 10. The Plan, Psychic Caramel, Concrete Bed, La Pourquoi, Do It Again, Mother's Day, You Know Who You Are, Treading Water, Everybody Lies, and Dispossession.
Got it.
That's a hot 10. I'm telling you, man, like I've done a lot of lists in my year plus doing this show. I'm hard pressed to find one that was harder than Not a Surf, because you have these discussions like we were just having where it's like something's really similar and it's like, well, which one do I take?
We're not even that thing is kind of crazy. We're not even talking about which songs are better than other songs at this point. We're just talking about which song is more representative of what that we don't have represented elsewhere on the list. I think that speaks a lot. That says something, that the songs we can't say, oh, this one's better than that one, so it better be on the list.
Yeah.
It's, oh, well, we have songs that are like this one, but they're all awesome as shit. So put something on that sounds a little different.
So bottom line, Not a Surf, yay or nay? Should people check it out?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
I really enjoyed giving my time to Not a Surf. And
100%.
Like, as I'm listening to it, like, I can't believe it took me this long to get into this band.
Right. And as I was starting to look up the stuff, I was thinking that I was like, man, I've listened to a lot of music in my day, but Not a Surf never really made out. I wonder if there's a reason why. I wonder if I'm going to do this whole list and I'm just not going to dig the band that much. And as soon as I jumped in with Karmic and High Low, I was just like, oh, guess that's not going to be the case with this one. I can truly say that I'll be listening to this band. It's probably almost every other day for at least a little while until I burn out on it.
I highly, highly, highly recommend. Well, I guess it depends on where you fall on the spectrum. If you are a '90s kid, all that early stuff, Karmic, High Low, Proximity Effect, that's gonna fit right in your wheelhouse nicely.
It's gonna hit some spots inside and make you feel all toasty and warm.
If you don't mind growing up with the '90s sound a little bit, start at Let Go and go forward. And it's look, Not a Surf's a great band, and
right.
I really wish I could have talked to Matt Cause a little bit. Like I said, I reached out to him. I didn't try hard, but I did reach out.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't get him. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Maybe he'll take a listen to this and
I'm gonna tag him. I'm gonna
follow up.
I'm totally gonna send it to him. I feel great about listening to Not a Surf, and I'm so happy we finally got to do it, man.
And I gained a lot of respect, honestly, for him and for this band. Looking at as I did, because like I said, I don't want to be a total idiot. I like to research bands I listen to. I'm that dude. And when I researched them and when I saw the total kind of devotion to music, the happiest time he said was when he was working in a record store. I mean, that's any high fidelity watching '90s kid, has to have a spot in their heart for that.
Yeah.
It's all about the music, and I gained a lot of respect for the band just for that.
Next week we're doing Stevie Wonder. So be on the lookout for that. The week after, I'm going to SmackDown. I'm trying to work out, and I don't think it's going to happen. My ideal situation is for the 28th to have a recorded episode of Kiss with Mike Powers and Alfredo Torres. I don't think it's going to happen, but the backup plan is I'm going to try to record a Stone Temple Pilots episode. So one way or the other, it's going to be. I'm going to SmackDown. Get off my case. I deserve a night off occasionally.
I told him not to do it, but here he is. Yeah. I tried. I don't.
John, it's been wonderful seeing you. It's been wonderful shooting the shit and chatting out Not a Surf with you.
Yeah, it's definitely been a lot of fun, man. I can't wait to come back and maybe do Silver Sun Pickups.
Silver Sun Pickups. Oh my God, it's actually on the horizon. I can we can find a third and do this.
Date. Yep.
Yes, I can't wait.
I bet Neva would be into that if we talk to him. I think so. Yeah.
He's one of the first people I thought of with this show, but when I first started, he was still out in Nashville too.
Yeah. So he's back now. He's running some Why Not Pizzas and
look at him doing stuff, man. Yeah. Good for him. I'd love to see him. It's been a long time since I've seen him too. So that would be a very fun show. Me, you, and him.
I think that it would be one for the books for sure. Because that would be real flowy and real. Goofy.
Maybe we'll look at April or something. I'll reach out to him and see if he's into it, and then we'll get it on the books here in the next couple weeks.
That sounds awesome.
But Not a Surf, people, learn them and love. I did my own tag wrong. Not a Surf, learn them and love them, people. Good night. We'll see you next week.
Good night.